Good evening and welcome to the Togolese capital of Lomé. Senegal are already through to the third round of qualifying for Qatar 2022. But coach Aliou Cissé has named a strong lineup here to take on Togo as Senegal look to make it 5 wins from 5 in Group H. Togo have been somewhat disappointing in qualifying, but Senegal have been absolutely supreme, and no real surprise given the quality in their squad. And it had been expected perhaps that Cissé would rest a number of his major stars, notably Sadio Mane, the Liverpool striker, and the Paris Saint-Germain midfielder Idrissa Gana Gueye, but both start in a heavyweight Lions of Teranga lineup in Lomé this evening. Undoubtedly, Cissé using this game as well as part of his build-up towards the Nations Cup at the start of next year. His side have already wrapped up, as you can see there, their place in the third round of qualifying for Qatar 2022, and they'll be one of the favourites to claim one of the 5 spots in the finals. Well clear now of second-placed Namibia. That's as a result of Namibia's draw 1-1 in Congo earlier today. Well, no fans, unfortunately, in the Stade de Guégué this evening. Just some 40 journalists allowed in. The pandemic, meaning that supporters can't enjoy this one inside this wonderful and colourful stadium in the Togolese capital, but no doubt lots of people watching at home to see, mostly to see Senegal, it has to be said, one of Africa's very best teams, if not the best team right now on the continent. The substitutes coming out now there. Habib Diallo, the Strasbourg striker who's had such a good start to the Ligue 1 season. Real quality right throughout this Senegal squad. Alfred Gomis, the Rennes goalkeeper, would be the first choice for many nations, but for Edouard Mendy, Senegal spoilt for choice in the goalkeeping department, as they are pretty much right across the pitch, it has to be said. Incredibly, given that Nations Cup coming up, Senegal will be looking for their very first win. They were runners-up back in 2019, losing out to Algeria with Aliou Cissé as their coach, and Cissé was part of the side as a player in 2002 when they claimed their other runner-up finish, but never been champions of Africa. It's quite hard to believe, given the quality that has come through. But they are through, as I said, to the third round of qualifying, and we'll have a home and away fixture against one of the other 9 group winners. Morocco through as well before today, like Senegal, and Mali have joined them as a result of results today. Mali getting a 3-0 win in Rwanda, which in addition to Uganda's 1-1 draw with Kenya means Mali are through, the third side then, and another big name through to the final qualifying round. Togo, of course, reached the 2006 World Cup finals in Germany, gave a good account of themselves, but they have rather fallen on hard times football-wise of late. Be interesting to see how they fare against what is a really top-class Senegal side here tonight.
L'arbitre marocain qui a été donc désigné pour diriger cette rencontre.
Pre-match formalities starting now. No Nations Cup for Togo to look forward to either. They came bottom of their group, losing out as Egypt and Comoros went through. Kenya in third, Togo bottom of Group G, but ironically they beat Comoros in the first round of World Cup qualifying to reach this group stage. Just a reminder that there was a home and away playoff in the first round for the lower ranked nations in Africa. Lower ranked in the FIFA rankings. Senegal going straight through to the second round. Togo had to play their way into this stage of the competition. And to bookend the qualifiers, the 10 group winners will play off home and away for one of the 5 places in Qatar 2022. Very warm still, nearly 30 degrees Celsius.
La sortie est officielle.
Here come the Moroccan officials and our 2 teams. Senegal have already claimed their place in the 3rd round of qualifying for Qatar 2022. But Aliou Cissé said that the danger was for his side not to take this game seriously. He certainly has done so and named the heavyweight lineup to take on Togo as Senegal look to make it 5 wins from 5 in Group H. A host of familiar faces for global football fans in this Senegal lineup. Very, very strong indeed. And there had been a suggestion that some of them would be rested. But Mane's in there. Idrissa Gana Gueye's in there as well. Ismaila Sarr too. And Togo have their work cut out if they're to try and claim what would be a shock win, only their 2nd of the qualifying campaign. Now we're going to hear the Senegalese national anthem.
L'hymne national du Sénégal. Mesdames et messieurs, sans transition, nous poursuivons avec l'hymne national
the national hymn of the hosts.
Paix, bonheur pour notre beau pays, le Togo. Merci de saluer par des applaudissements les éperviers du Togo.
The stadium announcer encouraging the fans who aren't here to applaud their heroes. And here's the starting lineup for the home side. No fewer than 5 changes to the side that won in Togo last time out. Notably the goalkeeper Malcolm Bakula, the Lyon goalkeeper who would have been first choice, is injured. So Abdou Wassio Uro Nyeni is in between the posts with the highly experienced Jene, the Getafe captain, in front of him, trying to hold out against what is a very, very powerful Senegal lineup. There is Jene on the left for the coin toss with our Moroccan referee Jalal Jayed. And his opposite number, familiar figure of Kalidou Koulibaly, the Napoli defender. Well, Senegal certainly taking this game seriously, despite having already qualified for the final round of qualifying. Only 2 changes, in fact, to the starting lineup that beat Namibia last time out. Keita Balde has had to go undergo a medical procedure, so he has missed out completely, while Abdou Diallo tested positive for COVID-19 last week, and he too is missing. So Pape Abou Cissé steps in for his first appearance since October 2020, and the young winger Crépin Diatta gets his chance to shine. The home side all in yellow. Togo get us underway in Lomé, as Senegal, who've already clinched their place in the 3rd qualifying round in the African zone for Qatar 2022, look to make it 5 wins from 5, and you'd be a very, very brave person to bet against them doing that tonight. Early touch for the young goalkeeper Abdou Uro Nyeni. Would normally have been watching from the bench, but Malcolm Bakula, the Lyon goalkeeper, young Lyon goalkeeper, injured, so misses out. As it's a little slip there from Koulibaly, and he's helped out by Bounassa. Senegal with Africa Cup of Nations competition to look forward to in early January. Tops Group I in qualifying, ahead of Guinea-Bissau, who will join them in the finals in Cameroon. And they've got Zimbabwe, Guinea and Malawi in Group B. You know, a very winnable Group B, it has to be said, for Senegal. Then again, pretty much any group would have been a winnable group for this group of players. Kick off against Zimbabwe in Bafoussam on the 10th of January. And surely they have a great opportunity of breaking their Nations Cup duck. Although some very, very good sides around Africa right now. As that shot comes in, it's wide of the target. Edouard Mendy was confident. Hardly surprising, really, given he's a reigning European champion, having won the Champions League with Chelsea. Named the Champions League's goalkeeper of the season, actually, last season. And if you want to talk about fairy tales, it's not 6 years since he was unemployed and out of football. Long ball forward. Picked up by Senegal. Well, Aliou Cisse said the danger was for his side not to take this game seriously. He certainly put out a high-quality starting lineup, but first 3 minutes have been sedate. As Koulibaly gets on the end of that one. Here's Pape Abou Cisse, a chance for him to shine with Abdou Diallo laid low by Covid. Olympiacos defender. Been a regular part of the squad, but largely on the bench. This is his first appearance since October 2020. A defeat in a friendly to Morocco, who will be one of Senegal's main challenges in the Nations Cup and also potentially for qualifying for Qatar 2022. Here's Sarr. The ball slipped through and a chance here for an opening goal. Great save. Looked for all the world like Senegal would take the lead. Anourou Nyeni across really quickly to smother. You have to say it was a chance that should have been taken. But still, credit to the goalkeeper. Ganagay with the throw, finds Mane. That was careless. Foul, says the Moroccan referee. Free kick to Togo. 5 minutes in. Senegal with a great chance to open the scoring, but not taken. Sarr struggled for first-team football this season under new Bayern coach Julian Nagelsmann. And they've given it away of Senegal, and maybe a chance now for Togo. The strike comes in, and it's not a real test for Edouard Mendy. Should have been, though. Shooting opportunity for Kevin Denki. Now playing his club football at Cercle Bruges in Belgium, having burst onto the scene at Nîmes in Ligue 1 in France. And that's just a symbol of how, not carelessly, but slightly without focus, that Senegal have started the game, excuse me. Bouna Sarr just allowing the ball to slip under his foot. And here's Denki. Intercepted by Crepin Diatta. That's a good block to just nip that counter-attack in the bud by Akate Nama. Cisse, his ball forward. It's Mane. Does nicely, as you would expect from a man who's been in very good form, actually, for Liverpool. 6 goals in 11 English Premier League games and 2 in the Champions League as well, including 1 against Atletico Madrid last week to help his side through to the knockout stages. Here's Idrissa Gana Gueye, his Paris Saint-Germain team, still battling for their place in the knockout rounds. Very tricky trip to Manchester City coming up for them. Here's Kouyaté. Sarr. Took a deflection and very nearly squeezed through, and again, good defensive work from Nyama. Cisse can only find Romao. Eight minutes gone. Togo 0, Senegal 0. Nothing really to play for in this one, except pride for both teams. As I mentioned, important time on the pitch in a competitive game for Senegal ahead of the Nations Cup and potentially the World Cup in Qatar in the European winter of 2022. Here's an opportunity now for Senegal. Ismaïla Sarr, first time, didn't get it through. The second time he does. There's plenty of power on their header from Sadio Mane. A clash of heads, I think, as well. I think it's his Togolese opponent who suffered the worst blow. Painful. Mane has got 26 goals for Senegal, their all-time second top scorer behind Henri Camara, who's got 29. You'd have to think that he's going to overtake Henri Camara sooner rather than later. May well break his appearance record as well. Camara with 99 appearances. The all-time leader for the Lions of Teranga, and Mane on 79, but Idrissa Gueye might get there before him. He's on 82. Those two currently 5th and 4th respectively in Senegal's all-time appearance list, as the Togolese goalkeeper Uro Nyeni launched it long upfield. We've had 10 minutes in Lomé. Togo 0, Senegal 0. Mistake by Cisse, and he gets away with it. Missed kick, and Denki was very nearly in. Koulibaly clearing the danger. So we get a little look at Paulo Duarte, freshly appointed Togo coach. Can I say that? He was appointed actually in April, but was working for the Angolese side Primero de Agosto, and actually took over in August, so he's coming into his 5th competitive fixture as the Togo coach. His side have a corner. First of the game. Richard Nane is across to take it. Not sure he meant that, but he at least found a teammate. Romao, that's a good ball. Nane again. And it's out for a throw this time. Senegal on the back foot right now. Klusak Bozo. Ilas Bebu trying to force the ball into the area, and Senegal making very, very hard work of getting the ball to safety, and Cisse rather fumbles it behind, and it's another corner. Good pressure from Togo. Nane again, looking for one of those bright yellow shirts in the penalty area. Goes deep this time. It's going to have to be a good delivery with the strength that Senegal have in the air. And that time it wasn't. And that's cut out as well. It's an ambitious driven pass. Here's Koulibaly. Kouyaté. Now at Crystal Palace after a 4-year spell at West Ham in England. Wonder what he thinks of his former club doing so well this season. Here's Saliusis. That's a good early ball. Inviting. Nobody there in a green shirt to tuck it away, though. Better from Senegal, though. A lapse in concentration from Youssoufou Ate as well. Koulibaly is Napoli side, top of Serie A. Captain here tonight. He actually captained Napoli a couple of weeks back in the win against Salernitana. We got sent off. First time he captained them this season. Hopefully won't endure that fate this evening. Nane. Now Nama. Places football in Togo. Ramao has played his football pretty much everywhere but Togo. Alexi Ramao. Now back in Greece, where he played for Olympiacos previously. Had a lot of years in France as well, his country of his birth. Notably Marseille and Lorient. That's a nice little ball inside. And not the best delivery. Should have been better from Crépin Diatta. Very, very promising young winger is Crépin Diatta. But just 22. And as we've seen from Ismaïla Sarr, there was lots of promise when he was young as well, but didn't quite deliver. He's starting to do that now for Watford, and Crépin Diatta, who's coincidentally actually a year to the day younger than Ismaïla Sarr. Maybe still needs to work in that end product, because there was an opportunity there. Man in the middle, and he only picked out the goalkeeper. Agbozo. Trying to find Denki at every available opportunity at Togo. Cisse. Charged down by Denki. Talking about potential Denki, who's only 20, turns 21 on New Year's Eve, 31st of December. Difficult one for Nyama to deal with. The bounce on the pitch was not kind to him. Quite a wind blowing as well across the pitch, as you saw from that little piece of plastic blowing across the pitch. From the bottom of your screen to the top as you look at it. Better ball. Might have had Senegal in trouble there. That's a foul, surely. Ismail Assar, he's had a good start to the English Premier League season, at least individually, if not necessarily for his team. 4 goals in 11 Premier League appearances for Sarr, the Watford winger. There's a Senegal player down in the centre circle, as you can see, and it's Sadio Mane. As the wind and the rain start to make conditions a little bit less agreeable. Not suggesting that's why Mane would perhaps need to go off here. I'm sure he's played in a lot worse in England, that's for sure. Still very warm, but as you can see, more than a light shower. Well, Liverpool boss Jurgen Klopp will have his heart in his mouth any time that Mane goes down like that, but he looks to be all right. There's Aliou Cissé, Senegal coach. Part of the Senegal side as a player that reached the quarterfinals of the World Cup in 2002. Got them through to the 2018 World Cup as a coach as well. They hadn't qualified in between that, actually. And you may remember that they were the very first side to lose out on a place in the knockout stages due to fair play points. What a nightmare. A couple of yellow cards extra compared to Japan. And they were out and the Blue Samurai were through. 20 minutes gone. It's pouring down in Lomé. But the chances and the goals are not raining in as yet. Togo 0, Senegal 0. 21 minutes gone. Think he wins the header. There's Koulibaly. Kanagay loses his footing and then does very, very well indeed to recover it and the ball as Mane still waits to come on. Looks like he's got maybe a blow to the ribs. So Senegal for the moment down to 10 men. Cissé. A real torrential downpour right now. Searching ball forward and maybe an opportunity here. It wasn't dealt with. Crépin Diatta trying to sneak in between defender and goalkeeper. It was Djene, the highly experienced Togo captain, who was there. Bebo perhaps should have left that for Denki. And now Senegal can break. Kouyaté. Here's Koulibaly. Sarr. Not the best first touch from Famara Diédhiou. Jeju, who got a hat-trick in the win against Namibia. .28 minutes gone nearly then. Togo 0, Senegal 0. 10 minutes to go till half-time then, and Mane has been forced off, probably with that rib injury. It seemed to be a rib injury that he picked up just a little earlier. So Boulaye Dia is on, the Villarreal striker. Dia, who broke through on the European scene at Reims before moving to Villarreal this summer. Had a very solid start there as well. Not sure he gets many nights like this in Spain where, well, you don't need to be a weatherman to see that it's raining very, very heavily in Lomé. Play continuing for now. Let's see how the pitch copes with this. It's an absolute deluge. As you can see, it's been raining now for some 15 minutes or so. Agbozo with the throw. Long one into the area. Cisse with the header. And the shot comes in. It's a good one too. And that had Mendy scrambling from Akate Nama. Really good hit, and Mendy was reaching up towards that top right corner. Oh, that wasn't far away, was it? More than a little warning for Senegal. Koulibaly launches it long. Got caught there, did Ismail Assar. No lasting damage, it would seem, on the 23-year-old winger. Gonna get. Sarr goes at his man, and this time he's tripped. Alexis Ramau will get a yellow card for that one. Returned in September to the international fold, did Alexis Ramau after 2 years out. Gets picked up by his former Marseille teammate Bouna Sarr. And then we'll have a little word, or the referee will have a little word with him. Combative midfielder, hugely experienced, the 37-year-old. That's what he's being brought back for by Paulo Duarte. Not a good ball in by Saliou Ciss, but Senegal still have it. Just lumped forward. And it's out for a throw for Togo. As the rain continues, they're absolutely lashed out. You can see quite a lot of rain gathering on the pitch in that 6-yard area of the Togo goal. Can hear just how heavy the rain is. It's beating down on the microphone on pitch side. Probably quite nice conditions actually to play football in when the air temperature is in the high 20s Celsius. Could be worse. Very nicely done indeed by Gana Gueye. Sarr feeds it on to Dia. Boulaye Dia. Just the momentum lost in that counter-attack for Senegal. They'll have to start again. Cisse. Now Cis. Mendy with 5 minutes to go in the first half. Togo 0, Senegal 0. Remember, Senegal already through to the third qualifying round of the African zone of qualifying for Qatar 2022. But are they on course to drop points for the first time in Group H? A lot of football still to be played. Well, for the moment, the answer to that question is yes. Jenny launches it forward as the Togo captain. Picked up by Nyama, who had that shot that flashed just wide a couple of minutes ago to give Senegal a real scare. They have conceded goals, actually, have Senegal. In all but one of their qualifiers to date, they kept a clean sheet against Togo to start out. But they needed 2 late goals from Ismail Assar and Sadio Mane come through against Togo, against Congo in their second game. That ball comes in and is missed by 2 Senegalese players. Sarr was one of them, the other sliding in was Jeju. Here's Dia. Tees up Kouate. And it slipped from the grasp of Uro Nyeni. And you can see why. It's a lot of water there. And that may be a problem. If the ball won't roll, then measures will have to be taken to free the pitch of the water. Denki does well to keep the possession. Well, it's still moving pretty freely down that side, but you can see as well, just in Edouard Mendy's 6-yard area, water gathering in a pool. A one-man wall, but the run-up suggests he's going to go for goal. He strikes it cleanly. And it zips all the way through, and Mendy does well. Couple of warning shots then for Senegal. But you do have to wonder just how much the result matters to them today. Denki. And that was a cross that very nearly turned into a goal for Kevin Denki. Looked to me like he was trying to cross the young forward. Very nearly looped in over Edouard Mendy, and you just saw one of the ball boys throwing the ball to a colleague who's had to run some 20 meters to get the ball as the corner comes in. And again, and it is in this time. They're in front at Togo. Richard Nane, the second time the ball came into that crowded penalty area. Senegal couldn't do anything about it. And Togo, having gone close on a couple of occasions in recent minutes, have found a way through. Cisse with the header out the first time, but when it came back in, and that was Cisse's clearing header. I'm wondering if, in fact, if it was an own goal. No, Nane getting there in front of Cisse at the second time of asking. Togo 1, Senegal 0. So no clean sheet for Senegal, that's for sure. And in added time at the end of the first half, Aliou Cisse's side have conceded. And there goes the half-time whistle. Togo with the lead. Just before the break then, Richard Nane with the header. Senegal have already lost Sadio Mane to injury. And at half-time, it's Togo 0. Sorry, Togo 1, Senegal 0. Not exactly against the run of play, but certainly a surprise. The scoreline for those who didn't watch the first 45 minutes. Senegal not really at the races. And it may not be only the rain that falls on their parade towards Qatar 2022, at least to the third qualifying round. Shake of the head from Idrissa Gueye. Now Senegal head off, and they need to regroup ahead of the second half. Togo making their way back out onto this rain-soaked pitch in Lome, and the elements, as you can see, not letting up. Don't think that Klusa Agbozo is praying for the rain to stop, but perhaps he should, because for this game to be played to a finish, the rain is going to have to at least ease.
Le score était de 1-0 en faveur du Togo. Le but a été marqué à la 45e minute.
No sign of Senegal as yet.
Le numéro 22 du Togo.
I presume they are coming back out. There's their coach, Aliou Cisse. But his players nowhere to be seen for the moment. That's curious. Our opponents have been out there for a good minute or so already. The officials are there too. And the assistant referee just coming across to see where they are. But there's Edouard Mendy. Well, the stadium announcer still going for it. And even though the Stade de Kege is empty of fans, and we've got a change for Togo. It's the goal scorer, Richard Nan, and Marouf Chake is on.
Le numéro 22, Nan Richard. Entrée du numéro 13, Chake Marouf.
So Marouf Chake is on. 26-year-old forward. And we're underway. Togo have the lead. Senegal at the moment facing a first defeat. In fact, their first drop points of their Group H campaign, but they have already qualified for the third round of qualifying for Qatar 2022. But that said, there's nothing like winning to build momentum. And they want to take momentum into the Nations Cup in January and into that third round where they're going to face one of the other group winners. Could be some very, very tasty ties indeed come March. They may well have also faced off in Cameroon in January in the Nations Cup too. They do still have, of course, one qualifier, group stage qualifier to play. After this evening, Togo go to South Africa, to the Orlando Stadium to face Namibia. And Senegal, that's on Monday, and Senegal are at home to Congo on Sunday. Normally the last group stage games are played at the same time. But as this group has already been decided, that allows a little bit of flexibility in terms of the fixture scheduling. He's offside. Here's Denki, but we'll take that finish. Remember, Senegal also now without Sadio Mane, who went off shortly after the half-hour mark with what looks like to be a hip injury. Here's Bounassar taking on his man and getting past him as well. Charged down by Kouyaté. Throw it to Togo. Togo actually have the better head-to-head record over history between these two. 9 wins to 7 defeats in some 24 previous meetings. But they did lose, as I mentioned earlier, the first game between these two in the group back on the 1st of September. Although that was Paulo Duarte's very first game in charge. He does have African nation experience, though, does Duarte, having coached Burkina Faso twice, and Gabon has an opportunity there nearly for Boulaye Dia. Launch forward and away by Jenny. Cisse, a little bit fortunate with that one. Maybe a shooting opportunity. It was a heavy first touch by Crepin Diatta. Not nearly a very good second one. Did well there, the Monaco winger. Wasn't his second touch, actually, it was his third, and the collision in there as well as Ismail Assar tried to lunge in and get a touch on what was a shot, no doubt about it, and caught the Togo goalkeeper Wasio Uro Nyeni pretty heavily, it has to be said. If he had made contact, so he probably would have scored. Has already got a goal in the qualifying campaign, Ismail Assar, back in the early September when Senegal won 3-1 in Congo. Been in charge since March 2015, Aliou Cissé. And is doing a very, very good job, admittedly with a very good group of players. You somehow have to bring them together, and he's managed to do that. Tonight is a little bit different, with their job already done in terms of qualifying. Easily cut out. And now Togo can counter. Plaka away from one and a second, but not from Koulibaly. Perfectly timed challenge from the Senegal captain. Kouyaté squeeze it back to Mendy. Here's Koulibaly again. Can be a threat from set pieces. Kalidou Koulibaly got a goal, in fact the winner against Juventus for Napoli earlier in the season. The way that things have gone for Senegal this evening, it does look like a set piece maybe their best means of getting a strike on goal, never mind the goal itself. Their cutting edge has been a little bit blunt. There was that early opportunity for Ismail Assar, which was well saved by this man here, Abdouassio Ourounieni. But other than that, Togo, pretty good value for their 1-0 lead. Nicely brought down by Boulaïdia, who can do a bit of everything. Sorry, it was Famara Djeju. 19, not 9. Now plays his club football in Turkey, does Famara Djeju, after a 4-year spell at Bristol City in England. He's got his side. Free kick here. Well, the rain has abated a little bit, but as you just heard, there's an electrical storm going on now. Finally, everybody's happy with where Koulibaly will take this free kick from. Meets a Senegal head. But it's a Togo boot down to Faso Plaka, who just launches it upfield. Ten minutes into the second half. Togo 1, Senegal 0. The Group H leaders looking at a first defeat. I was just about to say, you'd expect them to carve out at least 1 or 2 decent opportunities in the remaining 35 minutes, but not with passing in the final third like that. Cisse's header. Sarr. Gunnar Gay. That will be a yellow card. Very clearly pulled back was Boulaïdia. Klusa Agbozo, the second Togolese player to go in the book after Alexi Romao. Sarr. May not be playing much at Bayern Munich, Bouna Sarr, but he is training every day. Some of the very best players in the business. And insisted that he would be sharp for this game. Hasn't looked it so far, but then again, neither of his teammates, and most of them are first choice at their clubs. Here's Koulibaly, certainly first choice at Napoli. That's a raking ball, looking for Sarr on the far side, but not finding him. Knocked forward by Akate. Not a good header by Cisse, who's not been convincing. At least not yet. Foul by Denki on Koulibaly. That's a foul too by Romao. We'll have to watch his step. They'll have had more than 1 or 2 run-ins in Ligue 1, Alexis Romao and Idrissa Gana Gueye. Gueye notably was at Lille earlier in his career before he moved to England and did so well there. Dia had more time than he thought, actually. Sarr. Dia couldn't find the ball through for Capendiata. But his movement, Boulaïdia, is causing 1 or 2 problems for Togo. Jeju does well. Cis. Oh, that's awful. Overhit and misdirected from the Nancy fullback. And we've got another Senegal player down. It's Idrissa Gueye. And that's why. Caught by Akate. And after Jurgen Klopp with Sadio Mane, it'll be Mauricio Pochettino, the Paris Saint-Germain coach. He'll be looking on nervously. As Idrissa Gueye has been very, very good for PSG this season when he's played. And at times it's been he and the likes of Ander Herrera who've carried the team through when the vaunted trio of Kylian Mbappe, Lionel Messi and Neymar have rather underperformed, underwhelmed at least. Come up with some important goals too, but Gay looks all right. That said, Mane carried on before eventually being substituted. We've had an hour. The rain has stopped in Lomé. Togo 1, Senegal 0. Jouer, jouer, we hear. Play, play. Not sure who was saying that, but we are underway again. Akate. Plaka trying to hold off two and eventually helped out. But Senegal have it again. Romao has to watch his step. He's already on a yellow card. Here's Boulaye Dia. Gay's ball in. Collided with his own defender. Diduru Nyeni. It was Agbozo who's on the ball here, who he crashed into. As goalkeepers usually do, he went down under the contact and then realised it was his own player and he wasn't going to get a free kick. Which is a little bit disappointing. Agbozo's header was a good one. Difficult one too. For the Olympic Beja defender. Maybe a shooting opportunity here, perhaps. Senegal just can't find a way through. Gana Gueye. Sarr on the move. Overhit the cross. And Famara Jeju loses out at the back post. And here goes Denki. Kouyaté back to help out Koulibaly. Getting a little bit of support, but not much. Is Denki, who's offside now. It was Maruf Chakai who was up with him. Crepin wayward from Senegal, and Diatta commits the foul, rather in frustration, I think. It's been that sort of evening for him and for the rest of his teammates. Sarr wins the header. Dia, did he keep it in? He did. No, he didn't. Togo throw. Youssoufou Ate with it. Very nearly squeezed it through that. Dieda Kate would have been a great ball if he had. But now here comes Senegal with menace. Dia, it's Dia who's fouled, is he? Play allowed to go on. Good advantage played by the referee. Lovely return ball from Gay. And is that a corner? No, it's a goal kick. But that's more like it from Senegal. determination and a bit of pace about their attack, which we've seen precious little of. Tumble change for Togo. Iles Bebu is coming off for David Ena. And Alexia Romao makes way as well for Franco Adju. Ena, who was born in Belgium, plays his football in France. Qualifies for Togo through his mother's family. Was actually at Everton at the same time as Idrissa Gueye. There he is. 25-year-old forward for Grenoble. Is that a foul? It was. I, like everybody else, thought the free kick was going to go Togo's way. "23 minutes to go in Lomé. The rain has stopped. Looks like at least we'll see the game through to a finish, which at one stage, when the rain was so torrential, was certainly in question. Gueye. Sarr's ball in. And a chance. Well, a half chance it was, really. And when it's your left back, in this case Saliou Ciss, it's a very difficult chance. You can see why Paulo Duarte wanted that ball played. Pacing impatiently is the Portuguese in his technical area. Another strong battle, and Koulibaly just launches it. Don't have too many ideas going forward to Senegal, and that's a surprise. That's nicely done. And I wants it back. I was going to say that was well done until that moment. The ball comes into the box and goes right over it. And I think we're going to see another change. We are. It's Bamba Dieng and Palas Mendy coming on, both of them. Famara Jeju makes way. And it's the young Marseille striker Bamba Dieng who's really hit the ground running this season with OM in France. So Nampalys Mendy is on as well. He replaces Pap Abu Cisse. So midfielder on, centre back off. Let's see how that changes things for Senegal. Looks like Sheikh Kouyaté has gone back into the back four with Mendy in midfield now. And Senegal come forward. And again, Saliou Ciss, just the wrong man in the wrong place at the wrong time. That's behind Kouyaté. And now he'll have a foot race with Denki. But they're both going to lose out to the ball. But it's a Togo throw. That's nicely done by Mendy, and then just given away. Wasted all of his own good work too. Koulibaly. Air shot, and Jani has it. Plaka. It's pretty untidy from both teams right now. Just trying to do a bit too much there. Ismail Assai was snaking inside. And here goes Idrissa Gueye. Sarr gives it back to Gueye, or at least he tried to. Bouna Sarr. Enna forcing Senegal onto the back foot, which is where they don't want to be. I think it took a touch, took it away from Denki. Akate. That was neat footwork, and again, thought that was worth a free kick. Here's Dia. Gueye. Just over 15 minutes left. Poor delivery, and they're very fortunate to get a corner. Saliou Ciss has got forward in support of the attack on a number of occasions in the second half, but the final product hasn't been good enough. And I said earlier that perhaps a set piece will be the way through for Senegal when they're misfiring as they are. And there is an opportunity. It's the substitute Bomba Dieng. Might have done better. The young Marseille striker. Has been compared to Didier Drogba by the Senegal great El Hadji Diouf. We're going to have more attacking reinforcements. Crépin Diatta makes way and Habib Diallo comes on. So Diatta a winger, Diallo very much a centre forward. There's also a change for Togo. Thibaut Clige on for Kevin Denke, so fresh legs up front as well for the home side. For the final 15 minutes or so. Maybe a chance for Senegal here. It's Diallo, who was close to turning inside. And it's Ama Chouchoui who did well. Has been in such devastating form for Strasbourg in the French top flight as Habib Diallo. 7 goals in 13 league games so far this season. 4 in his last 4 outings. There's only Lille's Jonathan David and Rennes' Gaëtan Laborde who've scored more goals in France than Habib Diallo, and he has 1 goal more than Kylian Mbappe. That shows you what good a season he's having. And now a real good opportunity. Oh, that's brilliant goalkeeping. Fabulous bit of goalkeeping from Ouro Nyeni. And there's a player down and in need of treatment. Well, it's cramp. Bouna is trying to help out, which is very nice of him. Bomba Dieng again. Bursting through, but how about that for a well-timed lunge at his feet from Abdouassou Ouro Nyeni, who's played very well indeed, actually. And it seems that he quite fancies a ride off on the stretcher, Faso Blague. Well, his side are 12 minutes away from a big win. Won't make any difference in terms of the road to Qatar 2022 because Senegal have already taken the next step. But it will be a morale boost, that's for sure. And it will see Togo move back into second place in the group. One back high up the pitch by Senegal. They've just not done enough with the possession that they've had. Mendy. It's Boulaye Dia who wasn't able to keep it in. And this has got to be a concern for Aliou Cissé, because he did pick a strong side tonight and they haven't rewarded him with a strong performance. Yes, they can point to the first half with injury enforced withdrawal of Sadio Mane, but even so, can't put it all on one man. We're inside the final 10 minutes. Togo 1, Senegal 0. Kalidou Koulibaly all over the back of Thibaut Clige. Koulibaly again. But they're going backwards, not forwards, to Senegal. Hennen. Been lively since coming off the bench. As David Hennen. Here he is again. Anti-side a free kick. It's a little bit far, it's a little bit far, I heard. I think it was Jenny pointing out the distance to his teammate, Marouf Chake, who's behind the ball. I think Chake is going to have a shot. He drills it low. Struck a Senegal player. So Kouyaté, who's now a makeshift centre-back. Not a popular decision to give Senegal that throw-in, as you heard. And here come the visitors. No foul, says the Moroccan referee. Far too often, Senegal's balls forward have not found anyone in a green shirt. Here's Mendy. Bouna used to be a winger. Bouna an outright winger, but was converted into a roving right back by Rudy Garcia when he was the Marseille coach. There was talk at one time that Sarr would maybe get a call up for France. He's born in France, but committed to Senegal. Made his debut last month. Here's Boulaïdia. Nearly a good ball through to Sarr, who was getting forward. Here's Gana Gay. Goes for goal. Well, not renowned for his goal scoring, Idrissa Gana Gay. And with 6 minutes to go, Senegal need a goal. Togo 1, Senegal 0. Here's Kalidou Koulibaly. Kouyaté. Now Saliou Ciss. Helped round the corner by Bombardier. Boulaïdia trying to turn. Now Dieng. And the shot comes in. Took a touch. It was Nampalys Mendy with the shot, and Franco Achu just threw himself at the ball. Not sure whether Mendy's shot would have gone in, but Achu's deflection certainly helped it over the bar. So Ismail Uru, what's up, Roger Awalu, excuse me, who's come on. So expecting Ismail Uru Agoro to come on, but it's Roger Awalu, who's the brother of the Ivory Coast international, Jean-Eudes Awalu. And he's got 4 minutes to help his nation to a real morale-boosting win. Defensive midfielder is Awalu, like his brother. A pair of them actually born in Ivory Coast, but their father is Togolese. Foul by Sis. And the frustration just builds and builds for Senegal. David Enna is the man down on the pitch. Togo not in a hurry. There's a problem at the opposite end of the pitch where Moroccan referee is headed now. What's happened to Wassou Uru-Nyeni? Pointing to his hip. Surely nothing that a bit of magic spray can't fix for the final 3 minutes or so of this game. Fourth official pointing out that the clock has been stopped. Not quite sure why Paulo Duarte is complaining. It's his goalkeeper that's down and his side are leading. Well, he's back on his feet. There's Wassou Uru-Nyeni. Togo can finally take this free kick. It's a yellow card for the Togo goalkeeper as well. But for what? I'm not sure. Presumably time wasting. He's very, very animated. Here's Paulo Duarte. Ate knocks it forward, trying to get the ball in behind Koulibaly. It needs to be better than that. Senegal into the final minute now, still trailing by that Richard Nan goal just before half-time. Koulibaly. Kouyaté. Everybody, while the Senegal goalkeeper was in the Togo half. And they're going to go back up there again. Here's Gay. Off the chest of Diallo. Here's Koulibaly. 4 minutes to be added on. not sure it'll do Senegal any good. They've not produced much in the 90 that they've had previously, particularly in the second half. Here's Sarr. Sends the ball one way and he goes the other. Well, there's another yellow shirt there in the shape of Franco Atsu to head that one away, and maybe an opportunity on the counter-attack. Oh, Paulo Duarte. He's going to get into trouble for that. That's for sure. Naughty, naughty from the Togo coach, who seems to have done himself a mischief as well. Well, that might teach him. Kicked the ball away in absolute rage. Gets a yellow card and a back problem. Well, there's a lesson for you, kids. Well, the stadium announcer trying to launch a chant of Allez les jaunes. Come on, the yellows. It's only a very small pocket of fans inside the stadium. They're not going to make much noise. Well, for the moment, les jaunes, the yellows, are looking fairly comfortable. And for all the big names on show in the Senegal side, it's been far from a big performance. Given away to Enan, who's been very impressive since he came off the bench. That's looked dangerous, and does so again. Here's an opportunity maybe for a second. Can't work the space for the shot. Good Thibaut Clichet. Header won by Diallo, and it is in. A goal out of nothing for Senegal. And after an opportunity, a half opportunity at the opposite end for Togo to score a second, Senegal, out of the blue, have found an equaliser. Well, that really is a bolt from the blue. Ball's played forward. It was Bomba Dieng's header, actually, down for Diallo. And I'd said that he'd been in good form for Strasbourg, and that is the strike of a confident forward. Well-weighted lob from Habib Diallo, and Senegal, not entirely deservedly, look to have salvaged themselves a draw in Lomé. Their 100% record will likely go, but they will remain unbeaten. Togo will still sneak ahead of Namibia into second place in the group on goal difference. But that will be scant consolation, conceding in added time. And there is the full-time whistle. And you can see how deflated the Togo players are. They thought they had a famous victory here, and they've been pegged back at the death. It's finished here. Togo 1, Senegal 1. The Senegal players wondering why more time wasn't added on, I think. But they had plenty of time to make more of the possession that they had earlier in the game. They didn't do so. And so they've dropped points for the first time in Group H in their 5th of the 6 outings. Well, they're still through, of course. to the third qualifying round of this African zone. And disappointment for Togo despite the point.
Ouverture du score à la 45e minute par le numéro 22 du Togo, Nana Richard. Égalisation à la 94e minute.
So that's how the group looks for now. Senegal already through. That's the most important thing. And so Aliou Cisse has a pretty strong discussion with Alexis Romao. But the spoils shared in Lomé.